Hi guys, my name's Alistair Taylor. I'm the head teaching professional here at the PGA Golf Academy at Herons Reach in Blackpool. Today we're going to compare Vapor Pro against Vapor Flex. So two new drivers. Had quite a lot of guys, particularly in the shop, asking the difference between the two. Obviously technology wise there is some difference in there, and I've done separate reviews on each driver, so check those out on the channel. But really want to see how they perform differently, side by side. So 5 shots with each club, real balls, real ball flight. You know, it's cold out here, so we're not going to see maximum distance, but let's see both of them set 9.5 stiff, which one comes out on top. So we're going to hit the Flex first off. And they do look different behind the ball. And very straight. Nice flight. And ideally for me, I'm looking for a little less spin on this driver. Probably, or certainly not as, in my testing, not as forgiving as the Pro, but certainly has that ability to just change launch angle and spin rates a little bit more. Assuming, of course, that we hit it out the middle of the club face. Let's do a couple of solid ones there. Just do 3 more with Vapor Flex. And see how that launches, how it flies. Again, I mean, for me, yeah, I really like the way this one feels. I'm going to be honest, out of the two, I have been fitted for both of these. Flex probably did perform a little bit better for me on the fitting day. So assuming I swing the same, we should probably see this one win, but let's see what difference there is. Again, very solid, little draw. And one final one with Flex. Try and sneak a bit more speed out of this one if I can. A little bit out of toe, but very straight. So 5 pretty decent ones with Flex. Let's switch over to Pro, see how that performs. Okay guys, so Vapor Pro now. So obviously Rory's been using this since the Ryder Cup and has been hitting some phenomenal drives. Definitely not saying that it's going to produce Rory's drives for you, but it might be worth a try. Again, that's great flight, struck that really, really well. Certainly to me it looks like it spins a bit more. But that's the idea, let's hit 5, and I know 5 is not a lot of shots, but whatever number I pick, we've got to get an idea from those. Again, lovely and straight, good flight. And I think for me the Flex just kind of feels a little softer off the face. I know some people have said that they find one model a little bit easier to work than the other. Wouldn't necessarily say I've seen that. I think either of these are very workable. And again, just great flight. So last couple. Hope I've made the right decision with what's in my bag at the moment. A little high off the face, that one. Still gone well. But certainly launched quite a bit higher. And one final one with Vapor Pro. I mean, I think, to be honest, look-wise, I do prefer the Pro. Pro definitely probably is a little bit more forgiving. awesome that shot. Really good flight, 5-yard draw, very flat. So I mean, for me, when I look at those, I do think flex looks like it edges it. Let's have a look at some numbers on FlightScope, see if that's actually backed up in fact, rather than kind of how it looks for me, and then we'll come back, give you guys a bit more feedback. Okay, so guys, we can see the numbers on FlightScope. Vapor Flex, 5 yards longer, 247 to 242, but quite a bit longer in roll, 279 to 266. Club head speed just under 105 with both. And even though I said Vapor Pro I felt was more forgiving, I actually got more ball speed out of the Flex. So considerably lower spin, 400 less spin, and the Flex actually launched a little bit higher. So even though they were both 9.5 stiff, we saw higher launch, lower spin, which is that magic recipe to hitting it further. Certainly going to appeal maybe for slightly different guys, but well worth a go for any of you guys out there. Okay guys, so we can see from the numbers on FlightScope, kind of launch, very similar, swung it at almost identical speed. I'd expect that's the same shaft in both of those. Certainly for me though, the technology in Flex allowed me to get that backspin a little bit lower. I mean, I wouldn't say it was my best ball striking day by any means, and both of them weren't huge amounts of spin, probably a little higher with both than I've maybe seen it in the past. That's down to me maybe not being right out in the middle of the club face every time. But today's winner was of Vapor Pro versus Vapor Flex was Vapor Flex. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, share it, like it, leave some comments how you found it. Is there anything that you'd like me to test either of these drivers against? Give me a call at Heron's Reach if you'd like to come down. The number's 01253 832 505. Visit my website on www.alitaylorgolf.com. Subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video and any other videos you have watched. Hopefully see some of you down here in the future. Look forward to seeing you then. Stay in contact.